They're finally doing it, and I can't believe it because I've been saying for at least a year, maybe even more, that this is something they should do to improve the quality of the game. This was one of the things on my top 5 most important things PUBG can do to maintain a steady player base as the game gets old. What are they doing? They are going to do a region merge. And we are going to talk about that and get into some of the nitty-gritty details of which regions will be merging and what some of the pros and cons of this are going to be. If you prefer to read this yourself, click the link in the video description. Otherwise, sit back, relax, smack that like button, and don't forget to comment for the algorithm. Let's get started. I have loosely skimmed this article, but we're going to read it in its entirety and discuss it and have some side notes. So let's see what PUBG has in store for us with this region merge. And just as a side note, the main reasoning behind doing this is for regions that have a low player count, so they get to play with more real players and they get faster matchmaking time. So this is meant to improve the quality of the game. So here we go. Hello players. Today we would like to inform you of an upcoming change to service to some of our regions. As PUBG continues to mature and grow, we've been looking at the opportunities before us to improve upon the matchmaking experience. As a result, we have decided to merge some of our regions together. In this dev letter, we will explain the idea behind this merge, what we expect the benefits to be, and how we plan to implement it. Why merge some regions? We first want to thank you for your continued interest and support of the game. Since the first half of 23, we've seen a steady increase in peak concurrent players, which is up an astounding 46%, putting us at somewhere around 710,000 PCU as of the time of this letter. This is not something we take for granted. It is thanks to your support that we have been able to not only celebrate 7 years together, but continue to thrive and grow long after many games would have stopped. In response to this new growth, we've been continuously monitoring the matchmaking experience and looking into ways we can improve it. One way has been skill-based matchmaking, which was explained in Dev Letter last April. Our goal was to reinforce the skill-based matchmaking system to ensure that players in all regions can compete against other players of a similar skill level. Since then, we have continued to monitor and make additional improvements. However, to improve upon it even more and provide the best gaming experience for our players, we have decided to merge some of our regions. All right, what are the benefits? Our biggest goal with this region merge is to improve our matchmaking environment. We expect that this merge will not only lower the wait time for matchmaking, but also improve the precision of the skill-based matchmaking system overall. We want your matches to be fun and competitive without having to wait too long for a queue to pop. We think the larger player base that will result from these region merges will provide both. Another thing they should do is get rid of the 1-minute countdown after the lobby fills up. I've probably wasted several days of my life waiting for that 1-minute countdown to go by. Just a little side note from yours truly. All right, for the normal matches, one benefit to all of the above is that we will be able to offer more types of match options for normal match. More party types and perspectives can be added, offering a diverse experience of new strategies and playstyles. This means that duos might be coming back to regions that don't have duos anymore. That's awesome. On top of that, the improvements offered by skill-based matchmaking will mean going up against other players of similar skill levels throughout all of our party types. By facing off against players of your skill level, we hope to increase the satisfaction and overall quality of competition that will help you continue to grow your skills while having a great time. So that's skill-based matchmaking. Everybody has different opinions on it. Side note, skill-based matchmaking can be good for players that are new to the game, but if the game has a cheating problem, like PUBG does, players that are better at the game are more likely to get matched with cheaters. So that totally sucks, but no system is perfect. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. For regions that previously had fewer players in the matchmaking pool, we also expect to see improvement in the number of bots that join each game during certain time periods and game modes. We hope this will allow players to enjoy a more genuine and competitive environment with a smoother game flow, making normal match a more challenging and enjoyable experience overall. Side note, less bots, better player experience, also more cheaters. Again, I would love to see an update about what they plan to do about all the cheaters, because if we're going to be getting a lot of new players, and a lot of real players, then basically if there's going to be an influx of players and there's going to be less bots, there's going to be more cheaters. So now more than ever, since they're doing this region merge, they need to focus on a way to get rid of the cheaters we see in so many of the matches we play. Side note, sorry. Continuing. So for ranked and arcade, it says we also expect shorter matchmaking times and an overall improvement to the gameplay experience. The expanded player base will mean a more diverse matchmaking pool, allowing you to match with opponents that are closer to your skill level than were available before. Just like with normal match, we hope that this will give you a greater opportunity to maximize your skills so that you can continue to grow while still feeling challenged in each of your matches as you work your way up the ranked tiers. Through these changes, Ranked will offer more enjoyable and challenging experiences, which we believe will positively impact all players by providing long-term opportunities for growth. Lastly, players in some regions will now be able to enjoy arcade modes that were not previously available due to lower populations. We never want to prevent players from accessing content, so we're happy to be able to bring these game modes to all players once again. What we plan to do. The region merge is scheduled to be implemented with update 32.1 in October. Players will not need to do anything on their end to prepare, and the transition should be seamless from a player's point of view. Below is our plan for which regions will merge during update 32.1. When determining the targeted merge regions, we considered the 7 matchmaking factors: platform, player count, time to match, ping, map service, party type / perspective, and skill, explained in the previous dev letter. The final target regions for merge are as follows. For PC, AS and IS to be AS and KRJP. SEA and OC will be merging. NA and SA will be merging. EU will not be merging, apparently. And CIS will also not be merging. Interesting. So that was for PC. Let's take a look for console. For console, NA and SA will be merging. AS and OC will be merging. And EU will be merging with EU. There's a lot of players in Europe, which is probably why they don't need the merge. But I'm wondering, I'm pretty sure I did not. Yeah, they are not. Every other region that's merging, they put in parentheses a plus, and they have both regions listed on the left. But for EU and CIS, they are completely separate. So this will be no changes for European players as far as I can tell. Regions and platforms not mentioned above are not subject to the region merge. Players in the unlisted regions will not be affected by the merge. Then I'm still a little confused about Europe. Unless these columns are strangely formatted and everyone on the right is merging, which would be like the whole world. I doubt it. So I'll keep my eye open for more info on that. But if you understand this better than me, let me know, because this is as is and this is to be. And I see no change for Europe, EU, and CIS. To wrap things up, we would like to address some possible questions that you may have regarding the upcoming region merge. Great. Will ping change significantly with the region merge? We have taken balanced ping settings into consideration for the regions that will be merged and will continue to make improvements where possible. However, some impact may occur due to individual network environments and other issues. We plan to find and adjust to the optimal location in these regions to ensure that network speed does not affect the gameplay even after the merge. So what they're talking about is called desync. Desync happens when one player's ping is substantially different than another player's ping, resulting in information being sent and received from the server happening at vastly different times, which is why sometimes you feel like you empty a whole magazine of bullets into a player and they just turn around and kill you instantly. This is an example of desync. It could also work in your favor in some situations, which is why there's a lot of controversy about players from regions very far away playing in foreign servers, because this can cause a lot of desync. I don't think there's anything they can do about it. I think what they said here is just to try and alleviate some of the fears, but they really didn't say anything, because you can't make a person's connection better from China if they want to play in North America. It's going to be a bad connection because those two continents are on the other side of the world from each other. That's just how it is. Maybe in the future, we will have no ping and everything will be instant and everybody can play with everybody. That'd be amazing. But right now, we have pretty slow internet, and that's just how it works. Will there be any changes to my gameplay records with the region merge? Existing player stat records such as match history will be maintained. The ranked notable season record on the career page will also be preserved, and if the best season record is based on the pre-merge region, the previous region information will also be displayed. Will the items I own be maintained after the region merge? All inventory items you had before the merge will be preserved even after the merge. Workshop components will also be preserved. Will there be any changes related to purchases, such as the store price or G-Coin with the region merge? All store items are going to be unaffected by the region merge, and G-Coin prices will remain the same. Will there be any system changes to the gameplay due to the region merge? There will be no system changes. The rules and systems will stay the same across all regions. How will the ranked leaderboard change after the region merge? The leaderboard will only display 500 players for each merge region. The leaderboard system remains the same, but with the region merge, more players will be competing for the top 500 spots, so more competition. How will map service change? The map rotation, which was operated differently in each region, will change due to the merge. Map rotation will be adjusted after taking regional map preferences and usage rates into consideration. Will there be any changes to the various events available? Global events will continue to apply equally to all regions as before, but some regional events may change to work across the merged regions. Concluding today's dev letter. In today's dev letter, we outline the major points and overall direction of the upcoming region merge. For details that may not have been covered in today's letter, keep an eye out for an additional announcement before the update 32.1 this October, which I will cover on this channel when it comes out. Should any changes occur to the plan detailed in this letter, we will let you know as soon as possible. As always, we don't make big changes like this lightly. It is our sincere hope that merging these regions will improve your experience so that you can forget about long matchmaking times and focus on what's important, having fun and being challenged while out on the battlegrounds and getting killed by cheaters. I added that last part in myself. Thank you, PUBG Battleground team. So, what do you guys think about the region merge? In my opinion, it's going to be a good thing, but it will create a little bit more desync, and players that have mostly been with bots will be able to go against real players, but also will notice an increase in cheaters. Not because there are more cheaters joining, but because you're going to be merged with other regions. There are going to be more real players and therefore more cheaters. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. My opinion is I think this is going to be a good thing because we all have to deal with cheaters on a regular basis, and also slow matchmaking times depending on the region you live. I have to constantly play in other regions using a VPN just so I can get real matches without a bunch of bots. And I have found some regions where my ping isn't too bad. So I'm actually pretty experienced in playing in regions other than my own, dealing with minor desync and a small ping differential. And I think for most people, this might take a little bit of getting used to, but the game is probably not going to feel any different other than you notice faster matchmaking times and maybe a little more desync, making PUBG feel like it did years and years ago, but hopefully not that bad because it used to be really bad with the desync. So only time will tell. I'm actually excited for this update because I think it might breathe some life into the game, and this is something that I've been saying they should do for a long time, ever since I noticed that the region I normally play in was getting less and less players. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good thing. Love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Don't forget to smack that like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the battlegrounds. Bye.